Okay, I assume the stream has started. Good, good night, everyone. Welcome back to another match in OMLN on round 64. Right now we'll be having a match for seed 29 versus seed 36, mmttyy versus klobuck. My name is Ivan, and today I'm joined with Leon. Yeah.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for the introduction, Ivan. And yeah, this is actually going to be one of our closer matchups based on seeding. Seed number 29 versus 36. Very, very close, actually.
And seems like players have already started their protects and bans way faster than the match 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright.
I mean, we can get to it real quick. So, MTY protecting coordination 1, Cobalt with wildcard 2. And then well, it's going very fast. The bans as well coming in. Klobuck banning the coordination 2 and mmttyy banning density 2. Very interesting. Any thoughts about these protects and bans? Anything you want to add on?
Yeah, interesting protect and bans. Klobuck here, being a bit higher ranked, banning the coordination, which might say something about might be a bit better at density compared to mmttyy. And mmttyy seems to be more comfortable with more coordination and coordination and something. I forgot the words for it.
You're good, man. Well, it will make sense. mmtty seeding very high in the coordination and the technical elements in the qualifiers as opposed to Klobuck. But everything else, they seem quite evenly matched. So it's a good ban from Klobuck. And then MTY is starting on already with the wildcard 1 getting into this.
Seems like he could be testing the waters as the score lead is under 1,000, so any few 200s could swing the match to the other player. So maybe mmttyy was testing Klobuck's skill for his future picks, but we'll never know. But right now, the score difference and the act difference is around under 1,000, and the act difference being around 0.03% different. Yeah.
Yeah, starting off just very, very close, and we already wanted into the map, so relatively short. These players evenly matching each other out. Like we mentioned, they are both very close in these other kinds of maps other than the coordination and technical. Now coming to a slower section, just resting a bit, gaining back some of that ratio before we get back to the next KI.
The lead is just swinging back and forth with the same exact accuracy, and klobuck will be taking the first miss. And now mmttyy with a 5,000 score lead right now. Comfortable with the combo.
Klobuck with quite a nasty draw, and then rushing some of those LN releases. MTY holding the exact same accuracy, 0.85. Very, very strong lead. Up to 7k lead right now.
Very unfortunate for klobuck. A 0.12% lead is quite comfortable for mmttyy right now, since the miss really affected klobuck a lot with that 0.1 drop just from the miss alone. And as we move on to the final quarter, seems like mmttyy won't be stopping here.
Yeah, this map very unorthodox, very just all over the place with the releases and these like light shields, but these players holding on really well. And if MTY doesn't drop, this will easily be his first win here, first point.
Seems like he picked the right map, even if klobuck climbs back the accuracy, but it will still not be enough. mmttyy with 995k and klobuck with the unfortunate miss. Oh, it was a slider break as well.
Unfortunate slider breaks, 250s, but that ratio, the ratios.
Both players. both players with insane ratios, but unfortunately, both players hitting 50s on the map. We didn't see it. We
That's
didn't see
actually
where
true.
though.
I didn't even notice MTY getting the 50. That just shows how insane his ratio is and this kind of like more technical. Despite being wildcard, this is easily one of the more technical maps from the wildcard pool. So a good first pick overall.
You could say it's quite a wild pick, and I think the audio is having some problems. Oh wait, no, it's just the song. Never mind, my bad.
Nah, it's just the song. Cold.
Alright, seems like mmttyy will be picking Coordination 1.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the first pick kind of backfired for klobuck, and as mentioned, MTY being sitting very high in the coordination from qualifiers, 14 to be exact, and coordination 1 being the closest, I'll say the closest in terms of style for that map. So perfectly good option. It's all up to klobuck to see if he can contest his MTY's coordination skills here.
Hopefully, klobuck can get a breakpoint here to even out the scores. Otherwise, it will not be looking very good for klobuck. But right now, even it's only the start of the map. Both players holding quite decent accuracy, with mmttyy with the slight lead.
Yeah, MTY insanely high ratio right now, 99.9. Almost a 10-1 on this is pretty insane, but we're still in just the beginning here. A lot of things can happen when getting to that key eye section.
klobuck does seem to be struggling a bit for the beginning part, dropping around 99.7 as to just now on the 99.8-ish. But we're moving to the first chorus. klobuck though, now climbing back up, and mmttyy holding their 99.9, even climbing at that.
Yeah, he's just so comfortable with those kinds of slower jack release. klobuck doing really good in his own end, really, but his ratio releases a bit more spread out, and that itself is gonna make MTY be in the lead here.
Yeah, unfortunate for klobuck here, but considering his skill set, I would assume he would be more of a late game player, so it will be more interesting to see his round 32 matches and so on. But for now, mmttyy still holding 99.88, even though dropped a little bit, still pretty insane. klobuck did climb from 99.71 to 74, but it still won't be enough with a 4,000 lead from mmttyy.
Yeah, to klobuck's credit, he has been very consistent this entire map, other than that slight drop from the beginning, but so is MTY here. And if nothing changes, this is gonna be another point for him.
Yeah, such close seedings, and yet the scores are still very close, and that will be a 996.5k from mmttyy with 114 perfects and the 1-200. Insane accuracy from him.
Great scores from both, but the ratio battle here, MTY has just been a hit. Pretty much getting half of klobuck's normal perfect count is a huge testament to his ratio accuracy here. Being able to sharpshoot these kinds of slower, coordination heavy.
I just want to say, why is the point on klobuck? Why does klobuck have 1 point?
Is it? Nah, let's pretend that didn't happen. So, oh, klobuck. Okay, that was fast. So, responding with density 1. Okay, pretty good. You gotta get out of those coordination and wildcard stuff. You gotta try something more straightforward, something more physical.